What's good? It's your boy Time Money, and today I'm gonna talk about the half elf, aka human elves. Some of these pictures show full-fledged elves, but at the same time, it all depend on the ears. So I have my spirit guide Riku, not Riku, but Shasha on the thumbnail, where you can see her ears to tell you, to show you who are human elves or basically half elves, they call it, and stuff like that. So when it comes to human elves, there are a mixture of human energy and also elf energy. When it comes to a full-fledged elf, it was created by energy, force, and magic at the same time. But when it comes to a human elf, they have a mixture of human and elf energy to make them who they is and how they are. So when it comes to human elves in particular, they can be spirit guides, just like drows, just like elves are really made and created to be spirit guides to human beings. You know, so the elves are like the human beings themselves in the spirit realm, but there's so many different races of them that represent all the elements of the earth, of this earth and beyond, that are active in the spirit realm. So elves are like the reptilians of the astral planes, while the fairies are like the greys. But it's reversed though, because the reptilians, they created the greys, but when it comes to the but when it comes to the fairy race, they're the ones that created not just the elf, but the rest of the astral races that exist within the forgotten realms of this world and beyond. So when it really come down to it, elves are really powerful beings and magical beings. But when it comes to drows, they're really meant for the left-hand pathway of life, while elves can be really right-hand path or folk magic or folk traditions or something. So when it really come down to it though, elves themselves, and also there are black elves, Asian elves, Hispanic elves. So it's not just all whites or all different races of different races of elves, but not just all white elves. So what I'm basically trying to say is that elves themselves are the quote unquote human beings of the spirit realm when it comes to the elder gods who will have spirits that represent them. But there's really different, but elves are not the only one. There's always different other races and stuff. But what I'm basically trying to say is that elves themselves are just basically strong and powerful spiritual beings. You know what I'm saying? Not yours. But when it comes to human elves, they have a mixture of human and elf DNA within their energy genetics. So human energy can come from a person, from a human being. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's a host or someone that will exchange energy with an elf. And sometimes elves appear as angels and stuff. They mostly are angels in a way. And whole nine yards, why like the drow, like the angels of death and whole nine yards. So there's many different elves, because elves are the human beings of the spirit realm, but the elves themselves are made up of magic. They're made up of all types of magic, and also the energy force or the force itself, the energy or the subtle energy or the energy body. So elves are really capable of being spirit guides, being your best friend, being your brother or sister in any way or form. You can create your own elf within Baldur's Gate 3. That's the only game I recommend. Creating your own spirit guides and get them a name, you can't really change their voices, but in a way, you have whatever voice you want them to have. But when it comes to creating an elf, you can definitely buy Baldur's Gate 3 if you have a PC or even a PlayStation or an Xbox. Those are the only three things you can get Baldur's Gate 3 from. And try to create your spirit guides and screenshot their images, trying to change their hair a lot, to screenshot that so you can give them a different look wherever they appear to you, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But elves are very powerful and magical beings. They're very magical, they're very energetic, they're very important, but they really care and love you to death. They can give you love and affection, tender love and care, whatever you want to put it. Elves are made to be like humans, but also to guide humans into the astral planes or in the spirit realm, definitely within their realm. But like I said, elves, they live within their own personal realm, so it's not just whatnot. But the main thing I want to say though is that when it really come down to it, you must understand the spirituality in North American folk magic. Most of these beings that I talk about within these videos, subjects, when it comes to different astral races, are European influence. You know what I'm saying? So most of these magical beings is coming from European influence, definitely mainly Celtic and Norse. You know, say Celtic and Norse only speak of these magical beings within their mythologies. So it's European influence. That's why me as a hoodoo practitioner, we deal with European folklore. And if you want to practice something like hoodoo, you can call yourself a conjurer, because conjurer really means that you practice hoodoo. You take some practices, or basically all practices from it. And hold on, yo. So a conjurer can be a hoodoo practitioner, but he ain't gotta be black or white. He or she ain't gotta be black or white or anything. To be a part of because Southern conjurer is a mixture of white and black. But if you become a conjurer, that means you just practice hoodoo, but you're not exactly hoodoo. Because hoodoo is really meant for African Americans, the word and the term of it. But a conjurer can be accepted by everybody of all walks of life, of all races. Doesn't matter who you is. And that's one thing I want to say. So when it comes to the elf race, the elf folks, you know what I'm saying, they are an important aspect to guide us. Like I said, they are the reptilians of the spirit realm. They are the reptilians like within the spirit realm. And that's one thing I want to say. So when it really comes down to it, you create your own elf either within your imagination or within Baldur's Gate 3. For me, I did it with Baldur's Gate 3 to create my different three races of my spirit guides. You know what I'm saying, on 9 yards. So that's one thing I want to say. And not just Baldur's Gate 3, but if you want your elf to be simply an avatar, Street Fighter 6 is definitely recommended. And really create your own thought form with that. This is mainly thought forms, like artificial creation of man-made spirits and stuff like that. Hold on, y'all. So this is your boy Time Money, man. I hope you enjoy this. So half elves or human elves, or a mixture of human energy and elf energy. And they can be like, you might have an elf child or whatnot if you just get deep into your spirituality and just practice lucid dreaming and astral projection to enter in their realms in order to gain contact. And that's what they want to say. So this is your boy Time Money. I hope you enjoy and be on the lookout for my next video. So peace.